Hey everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train, and today we are taking a tour of Dollar General. I am sitting in the parking lot of Dollar General. This is a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while now, but with Allison being home from school, I haven't been able to get out and take my time and, look through the stores. But now I finally have a chance, and this is something that you all have wanted to see as well. I do Dollar Tree meals about once a month or so, but a few of you have said that Dollar General is about the only store in your area, so you wanted to see what meals we could make from Dollar General. Now, a couple things before I get started. The one main difference between Dollar Tree and Dollar General is that Dollar Tree sells everything for $1. Like everything there is $1. Dollar General sells things that are above $1 as well. So some things over here might be under, some of it might be over. So I don't know whether it's going to be underpriced or overpriced. So we're going to have to see. That's one of the things I wanted to look for here. I also wanted to see if I could actually make meals out of the food that we have here. Now I know Dollar General, at least some of the stores have a refrigerated and freezer section, just like Dollar Tree does. Again, your stores may vary, but I am excited to see what we can find here. Now, Dollar General also has a weekly ad that comes out, as well as digital coupons on their app. So I'm going to show you just like what the app looks like and some of the coupons and things you can find in there. Now, I know some people can get some really good deals here. I don't know if that's things that you can buy to make meals with, or if it's just like household items or snacks or things, but we're going to have to see. So let's go inside and take a look around. Let's see what we can find. Before I take you into the store, let me show you the Dollar General app, some of the things that you can do on it, as well as show you the weekly ad and the coupons. So on the weekly ad, it does show all of the special deals going on this week. So you can look at either the items on a list, or you can look at the actual ad, and it will tell you that you could use some digital coupons on their app here to get certain items for different prices. Just at first glance, it looks like I can get a lot of the items cheaper at a grocery store. However, if you look here, there is a coupon for $5 off $25. That is a one-day sale. So you might be able to go and get a few things pretty cheaply if you were to use that coupon. I may have to go back later and check that out. But you can also go to their coupons, and under their coupons, they have all sorts of just, different coupons for, pet items, for grocery items, for different household goods. They have plenty to choose from. Now, I don't know if this is going to make them all a really good price. I think it all depends on whether you can stack the coupons with, like, their $5 off their $25. I think you can. And then over here, you can save all the coupons and use them for later. But like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a super good deal. You might be able to find some good stuff. The 2 for $3, the Ritz Cheese Crispers, that might be a really good deal. Another one I found was the $2 off when you spend $10 on Clover Valley. Clover Valley is their store brand. So that might be good as well. So before you go into the store, make sure you check the app for any coupons and for the weekly ad. So let us get into the tour. Well, let's start at the beginning of the store. It took me straight into all the snacks. So this aisle had all the chips. My first thoughts were that the prices were a little bit high, like $3 something for the chips. A couple of them were on sale for 2 for $5, which made them a little bit better, but you can still buy store brand for like $1 or so, as opposed to that much. I normally don't buy all those chips and stuff anyway. But then we go over to the refrigerated section, where there's just tons of sodas and juices and other canned drinks. Definitely not like Dollar Tree. Also, they have gallons of milk, which really surprised me. The prices on this one were like $2.98, and usually in my area they're like $2.39, $2.79, something like that. So not like extraordinarily high, but still a little bit higher. They also had coffee creamer, big containers of coffee creamer, all sorts of juices, they have yogurts, they have eggs, just like Dollar Tree has. But Dollar General also has cheese, the shredded cheese, the blocks of cheese, and it's real cheese. Trust me, I know Dollar Tree is a little sketchy, but this was actual real cheese. Then they had a couple of little lunch kits, kind of similar to what Dollar Tree has as well. Then we're going into the next aisle, which is more snacks. A lot more chips. I feel like at least 3 aisles in this entire store were all snacks, and maybe like 2 of them were actual food. But in this aisle, you've got all the other canned drinks, more snacks like chips. And then down here at the end, they have like a dollar section of snacks. So similar to what you would find at Dollar Tree, like the little snack bars, the little tiny bags of cookies, the things with goldfish, the sandwich crackers. So that kind of had a Dollar Tree feel. The next aisle had a bunch of drinks, so lots of juices. I did see these little boxes of the individual drink sticks. The Good and Smart brand, I don't know if that's Dollar General. I'll have to go look it up, but they have a lot of that particular brand. They also have little drinks and a whole bunch of name brand snack bars, but they're really expensive, like $2.49 for the Quaker granola bars. I can get them for like maybe $1 elsewhere. The Nature's Bakery fig bars, though, were not a bad price, $3. This whole aisle had what you could call the so-called healthier snacks. So the nuts and the more, I don't know if you want to call it healthier brands, like those Back to Nature cookies. And then over here we have more snacks, more crackers, but some of these look like they were not a bad price, like those Ritz cheese crispers right there. They were $2, but you could get a coupon to make it 2 for $3, which really would not be bad. And I think there may have been an Ibotta deal, but I'm not too sure. But going on from there, we have even more Cheez-Its, Goldfish, there's cookies on the other side there. I also saw these drink packets, and I do drink at least 1 packet a day. Take a look at them though, because some of them have 6 in the box as opposed to like 10 like most other ones do, so just be careful with that. So after the cookies on the one side, they actually have bread. Lots of different kinds of bread, even 100% whole wheat, which is what I try to buy most of the time. They have their own brand of it. $1.25 is not bad for a loaf of bread. They have, like I said, the loaves. They have buns, hot dog, hamburger buns. They even have tortillas. So right here, that kind of impressed me that they had all this stuff here at the store. And then the next aisle is the breakfast stuff. So you've got your typical cereals, all of your name brands, and they were a little overpriced, $3-ish for the boxes. I think a couple of them were on sale for 2 for $5, but they also have their own brand, the Clover Valley, and those were less than $2, I think, which does make it a little bit better. And then on the other side are other breakfast items like the Pop-Tarts and some cereal / snack bars and things. Got the Pop-Tarts, the Pop-Tart Bites, their own brand. And then we also get into the coffee and tea. Those International Delight coffee cans, by the way, look really good. If any of you have tried that, let me know. But they do have lots of different tea, lots of different coffee. A little bit more expensive than the store, but I mean, they've got all the brands, McCafe, Maxwell House, they have Starbucks. So, I mean, if this is the only place you have to go, then yeah, go for it. But yeah, it's not all that cheap. Then we're going back into the refrigerated section with like the meats, the deli meat, hot dogs, bacon. They had some crescent rolls and cinnamon rolls in there. Then right next to that is the frozen section. They do have some frozen vegetables. This is the Bird's Eye brand. A couple of them were $1 each. A couple of them were also $2, like those broccoli florets. Little expensive, especially because it's the Bird's Eye brand, but glad to see they have some vegetables. They also have some Texas toast down there. They have tater tots. I see waffle fries. They even have like the Rally's French fries. I don't know about you, but Rally's was my favorite place to eat. We don't have any around here anymore though. But they also have chicken breasts, actual boneless raw chicken breasts. But the problem is they were $6.50 for a 2-pound bag. That is insane. I mean, I'm glad that they have it here, but it's way expensive. But they also have the grilled chicken strips. They have chicken nuggets, all the Tyson brand. So name brand, which is why it's a little bit expensive. They also have ground beef and the 1-pound rolls, which is nice to know. Still a little on the higher side. Then you've just got your typical like appetizers. They also have a little bit of frozen fruit. The only one that I saw was the berry medley, so I don't know if they get any other kinds of frozen fruit here and there. And then on the other side of that is just a bunch of frozen dinners, like the individual ones, the family-sized ones. They have lots of frozen pizza, and they have ice cream. So that is it for the frozen section. At first glance, they have a lot of variety, much more than Dollar Tree. Definitely a lot more expensive, but I do like the variety. And then here is my section right here. This is what I was looking forward to, the canned goods. So they have tons of different cans of vegetables. I saw canned mushrooms, carrots, mixed vegetables, they have corn, they have a few different kinds of beans, they have peas, green beans. I even saw some sauerkraut up at the top there. And 75 cents for a can for their brand. I mean, it's cheaper than Dollar Tree. I mean, obviously, because everything at Dollar Tree is $1, so this is slightly cheaper. They do have some name brand stuff, which is a little more on the expensive side. But then they have some more canned beans down here. They also have all sorts of canned tomatoes. So they have Rotel, which is $1, but then they have their own brand of diced tomatoes for 75 cents. They have some tomato sauce. They have tomato paste. There's some more like baked beans down there. So I am kind of impressed with their selection of the canned goods. You could definitely make a lot from the stuff that's there. Then they have like the instant mashed potatoes, they have the rice sides, the pasta sides, they have a few of the boxed meals, tons of different mac and cheese. You know, somebody on Instagram told me that they feel like Dollar General is basically a glorified convenience store, and I can see that. I mean, they've got all the convenience foods at a slightly higher price than what you would get at a grocery store, so yeah, I can definitely see that. They also have canned fish like tuna, 75 cents for their brand, really isn't all that bad. Definitely cheaper than Dollar Tree. But yeah, this area right here really impressed me. And then in this section, there's all of the canned soups, your cream of soups, then you have like your regular, you just heat and eat kind of soups. Then they also have pasta sauce and pasta. In this store, they have ragu, the jars of sauce, which is a little on the expensive side. Then you have the can of Hunt's, which is $1. I've used that kind from Dollar Tree before, and it's not too bad. They have all sorts of different flavors of the ragu, and they have Prego as well, which is a little bit more expensive. They have the spaghetti sauce, Alfredo sauce, and they have a good variety of pasta, a couple different kinds of egg noodles, they have spaghetti, and then just a few more types up on top as well. Then they have all of the condiments that you can think of, salad dressings, mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard. I like how they have vinegar as well, all sorts of pickles, and they also have peanut butter. They have the name brands, which is nice, and they also have their own brand. I didn't find any that were all natural with no added sugars, but these are really good in a pinch as well. Then one of the last aisles I went down, this little area right here was full of like the taco fixings. So all sorts of salsas, That queso blanco, by the way, in that can, it is amazing. We don't eat it very often, but when we do, it's awesome. So they have all sorts of different kinds of canned cheeses. They have the taco kits there, and they have like their own brand of salsa, which looks really good, by the way. They also have instant rice. They have tortillas down there. And at the very bottom, they have dried rice and they have dried beans. Down here, they only had pinto beans. The one thing that they don't have that Dollar Tree does is lentils. And I was kind of surprised. I mean, maybe I missed it, but for the pinto beans, they have like all different sizes, which was nice. Then they have all sorts of seasonings. The Clover Valley ones are $1, and they're a little bit smaller than the Dollar Tree brand. These would be good in a pinch. They also have a few name brand spices as well, which obviously are more expensive. Then they have the baking section right next to that. All sorts of cake mixes. I see marshmallows, the sweetener packets, and then your baking supplies. They have some Bisquick down there. They have the bigger bags of flour. Dollar Tree only has like what, a 1 pound bag, I think, but they have the actual full 5 pound bags. Then they also have sugar, like the chocolate sauce, strawberry sauce, chocolate chips, oils, anything that you could need for baking is right here. So that's actually pretty convenient. And the very last section I'm going to take you to is their dollar deals. Now, some of the stuff here are things that you would find actually at Dollar Tree. So those little bags or the little boxes of like popcorn, the coffee creamers, the little cereals, the cookies, the fruit cups. And at the very bottom here, they actually have dried black beans. I was actually really happy to find that. But that concludes our tour of Dollar General. I'm back. I've had a little bit of time to think about it, so let me tell you my initial thoughts. First of all, Dollar General has a huge selection of items, like a whole lot more than Dollar Tree. They sell all sorts of name brand items as well as their own store brand. I like how they have actual gallons of milk, they have eggs, they have a bunch of frozen items, including some fruits, some vegetables. They actually had chicken breasts, which was the most surprising thing to me and the thing that I'm pretty excited about. One thing that gets me though is the price of some of these items. Like I just said, the chicken, I'm really happy they have chicken breasts, but it was like, what, $6 or $7 for a 2 pound package. That is insane. And a lot of their name brand stuff is quite a bit higher than what you would find at regular grocery stores. Now, like I said before, they have their app, they have their coupons, and sometimes you can find good deals on snacks and other household goods. I didn't really see any for actual like canned goods or things that you could make into meals. Now, if you only had a Dollar General around to buy your groceries, would I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, you can find the chicken there, like I said. They have plenty of canned and frozen fruits and vegetables, and you can put together quite a few of those items to make really good meals. It's not a place I would recommend you do your shopping all the time. Like, obviously, fresh fruits and vegetables are always best. Buying all sorts of fresh foods is better for your health nutritionally. But if this is all you have, honestly, it's not a bad deal. Now, here is the question. After seeing everything that is in that store, do you want me to start making Dollar General meals as well? I may not make them as often as I do the Dollar Tree meals, but maybe it'd be fun to do like every couple of months or so. Just pick maybe 1 or 2 things that I could make using things that I can only find at Dollar General, but not at Dollar Tree. Leave me a comment, let me know if it's something you're interested in. I will try to get out there again and purchase a few things. In the meantime though, I'm going to continue with my Dollar Tree meals. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, please do so and make sure you ring that bell notification. That way you can be notified when my Dollar General meals come out, my other Dollar Tree meals, my grocery hauls, recipes, and meal planning tips. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.